Hello friends, welcome back for another pregnancy update. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This week I'm going over my 15th week of pregnancy, as I will tomorrow be 16 weeks along. For baby this week, the baby's now the size of an avocado, which again just seems like pretty big, and is 4 to 5 inches long and 3 to 4 ounces in weight. For milestones for the baby, with its eyes still being closed, they can still start to make side-to-side movements and now are starting to perceive some light outside of the womb. This week they're starting the sucking motion, so if they're little thumb suckers, they could be starting that now. Baby's circulatory system is now up and running. They are pumping with their little heart 25 quarts of blood a day, which is pretty amazing. Anyway, let's dive right into symptoms. For this week, I've had the hardest time making decisions. Like yesterday, I am not proud to admit how long it took me. My mom gave me a gift card for anthropology, and it took me forever to just decide between like the matching sweat top, like the sweatpants with the sweatshirt top, or just like some jogger pants and the sweatpants. And I'm like, okay, I just need to make a decision. It was ridiculous. I've noticed I have not been wanting to be touched this week, like nursing, my little daughter's tiny, what is it called? My little daughter's tiny little nails scratching me on my legs. My kid's always at my legs wanting to be held. I'm just like, oh, I want to be alone and not be touched. Oh, I have been craving all the sweets and salty this week. For Mother's Day, my husband was so sweet and got me, I don't know if you've tried the True Fruit, but it's like white chocolate and dark chocolate covering a raspberry and some cherries. They're so good, so I've been enjoying those daily. And also just cottage cheese, as it's extra salty, with some fruit. And I had that with some honey, like the fruit, cottage cheese, and honey on a French toast this morning. And then I like added pepper because that sounded weird. I'm like, or that sounded weird because that sounded good, but I was like, that's kind of weird. Then just also chips and salsa have been super good. I have noticed I've been getting snippier quicker as I'm getting hungry, so I get hangry quicker, so I'm having to figure myself out again, because with being in the second trimester now and upping my exercise, I'm just needing to eat more calories. So I'm really trying to focus on protein and fat and stuff, mostly protein, things that will satiate me longer. But yeah, definitely hungry all the time. I've also noticed I've been feeling down lately, just like random moments and more emotional, just quicker. It could be some of that hanger I was saying, but also just feeling like I'm about to start my period with my emotions, but you know, obviously not gonna start my period. And then I was also thinking, like, how unfair is it that us pregnant women, like, we can't just say, oh, it's that time of month. And so it's just kind of, I feel like we still have periods in disguise, like once a month during pregnancy, where you're just feeling more moody, but then you don't have like your period to validate it, I feel like. And I mean, only how many times can you use that card of like, I'm pregnant, because I don't want to just be like the miserable pregnant person all the time, or like a miserable person to be around. And I'm usually not, but once in a while, you know, you start to feel down and you just want to cuddle up and watch a movie and eat lots of chocolate, and I'm just like, I almost want a period to validate that. So let me know down in the comments if any of you ladies can relate to that, where you're like, I feel like I'm on my period, but I know I'm not. So notice my skin hasn't been super great this week. I got a new pimple, super red, and one from last week above my eyebrow that's still there, and I never put on face makeup, so you can always see my pimples, but it's nothing that I'm super worried about. My little girl's so loud. And they're not like super bad. Well, you guys, this week I've started using my pregnancy pillow. I didn't feel like I really had to, but I was just like, that seems so comfortable right now. So I made a big moment out of it. My husband was like, na 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 na, like brought it on the bed. Was just like, meet my pregnancy pillow that you're gonna be sleeping with for the next few months. And I was pretty excited, and I've been sleeping great with it. I have also been feeling definite baby movements, which has been super exciting. Not really like kicking, but more just like pushing on my belly. So the first time that I can like really for sure say that I felt my baby was on Friday. I was doing a workout doing like bridges, and usually I'd like use a yoga ball or something for that, but I was at my in-laws house and didn't have it. Anyway, I was working out outside, so I just did it on my back, and it being at that decline, my head lower than my hips, like I could feel the baby trying to push up closer to my pelvis, like, no mom, I'm not trying to be pushed down, just like push pushing back up into my pelvis. And so that was really cool to be able to feel the baby. And every day now I've just been feeling the baby, like when I have a running belt on, and I was running this morning, just feeling the baby like push up against that. Anything that's like putting pressure on my belly, like whenever I hold her, when I'm standing up, the baby just kind of like pushes back like, hey, I don't like that. So that has been fun to feel the baby more, like when I'm lying still at night and stuff, I'll kind of feel the baby. Or before I was getting ready to eat some carne asada tacos, street tacos, I think the baby was excited and started pushing on me. What was my best moment this week? I would say being with my in-laws, just seeing family was great, and just seeing how happy my kids are, having grass to run on in the backyard, playing in the splash pad, and being with their cousins. And I will say it gets harder and harder to leave family because my toddler for a whole week, like every day, is like, Nana Papa, Nana Papa. And I'm like, yeah, it's 2 hours, so we can't just go there all the time. So that's kind of been on my mind and a little harder, like, man, I would love to be closer. Last up, what am I excited about? And I'm excited that today is our Friday for work. Today's Thursday, but that's, my husband works Monday through Thursday, which is really nice, so we get a longer weekend. So that's just always fun to have my husband home. All right, let's do a little bump update for you guys. Here's my 16-week belly. Obviously not going to be lifting up my dress. But there's the front. And this side. I be poppin'. Well, everybody, that is it for this video, for this update. I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Yeah, say bye-bye.